Good day everyone, this is another update video for the Nasdaq 100, and today I'm going to talk about exactly the same what I did over the last weeks when I did my updates, that we have a bearish scenario which is still relevant and which is still on the chart, and that suggests at the moment, because I'm going to start with that the possibility is high that we topped here in a B wave and we see further downside continuation. But there's also the bullish scenario, which is that topic here, and I'm going to talk about that as well today. But I'm going to start here now with the bearish scenario. So in the bearish scenario, we do expect further downside continuation in this primary wave 4 here in yellow, which is down here, and that consists of an ABC. That means from our third wave top here on the 17th of December, we do still expect an ABC correction where we have now topped in this B wave and we see further downside continuation and an impulse. If this is an ABC structure, it could also develop into WXY, WXY, where the Y wave is an ABC structure. We don't know that right now, but in the bearish scenario, which is a good target or which we hit here right now for an irregular B wave, is the 1.236 FIB retracement taken from our high to the low, and that gives us a target between 23,889 and 24,760. This is a target area for a irregular B wave, for an overshooting B wave. After that, an impulse to the downside or an ABC structure to the downside is due. That would be a so-called flat correction, where we still in the progress of this fourth wave to the downside. Under the actual circumstances, let me just see if I have the targets right here. The targets right now to the downside for this B wave, for the C wave of 4, is between 15,186 and 12,493, which is the 38.2 FIB retracement and the 50% FIB retracement. From here, I do expect upside continuation. That is the bearish scenario. And as I said, there's also a bullish scenario. And I think that we're going to talk about the FIB retracement levels on the bullish scenario chart, because there are FIB levels that we need to hold for the bullish scenario to actually continue. And now I'm on the bullish chart right now, on the at least short-term bullish scenario, where we do expect a fourth wave pullback from our highs here, that we should hold our retracement levels to the downside, and then we get another fifth wave to the upside in blue that should finish our 3 in circle in white here. Afterwards, we should get another 4 and another 5, and then another 4 and another 5. That then would finish our wave 1 to the upside, which is that. Okay, so we still have in that bullish scenario still further upside continuation. And if we zoom in now on the 4-hour time frame, that correction from the fourth wave in blue should develop as an ABC structure. He labeled here in red, that means an ABC structure. And that then should finish our wave 4. And the targets for that is between the 23.6, where we just broke through that, so I can remove that. So now we have a good target area between 38.2 at 22,781 and the 50%, 22,455. That, in my view, looks a little bit like a 5-wave decline at the moment. So I think that honestly we should expect a B wave bounce sooner or later here. Okay, so it needs to be an A, B, C structure. And it looks a little bit like that we have done the A wave already. We should now get a B wave and then a C wave to the downside still to come. I mean, we broke slightly below the 23.6, which I can again put on the chart so that we know it. You know, it's just a slight brief. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. If we can, I mean, that doesn't look finished to me. Okay, that's just the beginning of an ABC structure in my view. But if the bulls can flip that now around, we fulfill nearly everything that this fourth wave is done, because the 23.6 is the first minimum expectations target for wave 4 here in blue. And that suggests then afterwards we should get this fifth wave to the upside to finish circle wave 3 in white. Afterwards, we should get another 4 in white and then another 5 to the upside. But we are not there yet, so I think this watching the support area here right now is the most important one. And a good target area for this fourth wave is between the 38.2 at 22,781 down to 22,455.50. So that's now the white target box. I do expect this fourth wave to end. Does this A wave is finished? I don't know. We have to see, but it needs to be. Let me just see if I can check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be finished, honestly. It could be finished, so it could be labeled definitely as a complete impulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be done as an A wave, so now we do expect, I mean, it could still stretch to the downside, but a good target area for this B wave now to the upside is sitting between the 50% and the 61.8 at 23,457 and 23,549. If this A wave is completed, okay, I don't know that yet. It could still stretch a little bit lower, but yeah, we have to see, okay? So at some point we do expect this B wave bounce and then another C wave to the downside, in my view. Good, I think that's the update for now. Stay focused on this support area. We have structural support, again, where we just bounced off. The next structural support is at 22,843. I can also bring the volume profile in, and we can see if we find something here. You can see we have a little bit of a gap. We have a previous naked point of control sitting at 23,009. And we slightly broke below the 1 hour value area low. We possibly try to recover that right now, but I think there's a little bit of a gap, and the next volume spike comes in at 23,000. So this area could provide some support, which is this area here, and from here we could bounce in a B wave, but then we have to adjust the target to the downside, or this retracement area, because if when we go lower here, the price or this area will adjust with the price, okay? We need this A wave to be finished here at some point, and then we can measure better targets or better retracement targets, okay? So it would look like this. I can add the waves here so that we know that we do expect this B wave bounce at any point, and then the C wave to the downside still to come. And this is only the bullish scenario, guys, okay? We have to understand that the bearish scenario is still a possibility, and that means we are already started the decline in the C wave of the 4. Okay, that's really on the table, and we have to be open for this scenario as well, because you know we are definitely in this area where we can expect possibly the C wave to start in this overshooting irregular B wave here. We have to be open. I can count if this is an ABC structure to the upside in the bearish scenario. I could count this 5 waves in the C wave up. I could count 5 waves possibly completed. But in the bullish scenario, we need this 4-5 separation. And I was talking about that the last updates as well, that we need one more high here in blue, in the blue 5 of the white 3 in circles here. That is the most important, that we get this. If we don't get this, and we don't find support in this area, and a break below 22,129 definitely opens the door for the bearish scenario, okay? Because we don't want the wave 4 to break below 22,129, which is the 61.8 FIB retracement level. That should not happen in the bullish scenario. If we can hold the bullish scenario intact, we need to have this correction in 3 waves. If we develop here in a clear impulse to the downside on the higher time frame, then the bearish scenario, I think, gonna kick in, okay? We have to see also, I mean, you know that when I do updates, I try to not talk about topics which are outside technical analysis. But, you know, with all these tariff things going on, and we have to be really open for this scenario, okay? We have to be open, and it's yeah, okay? It should be definitely being a strong C wave to the downside. If we're going to watch on the daily time frame the RSI, We still have room to the downside. Okay, the daily RSI is still in the middle. It's now trading at 44. So we still have a lot of room to the downside, but be also cautious to the downside. Be also cautious for possibly bounces on the lower time frame, because we also have to watch the lower time frame. Yeah, the 4 hour has also a little bit more room. You can see that, but I would still, in this bullish scenario, which is their topic here, we need this 4-5 pattern to the upside continue. We need this 4-5. Okay, we really need hold a higher low and then get one more move to the upside, and that should take us to 24,602, at least to 23,942. Okay, that's the target we need to really touch if we want to keep the bullish scenario intact, or alive, better to say. Okay, good. I think that's the update for today. As always, if you like the update, leave a comment or give me a thumbs up for this video. And if you're interested in more detailed technical analysis over the day, also intraday, write me a mail to info@lancecoaching.de so we can offer something for you, tailored to your needs. Okay, I wish everybody a nice day, a nice successful trading day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.